If you still need more proof that police officers are emotionally unstable, then this video is for you. On April 17th, 2025, off-duty Roswell, New Mexico police officer Thomas Troy showed up at the house of his ex-girlfriend's lover. Officer Troy found out where he lived after putting an Apple tag in his girlfriend's bag. After knocking on the door for about 20 minutes, the police were called. Stay tuned till the very end where we will talk about the latest updates.
What's going on, man? What's good? I've been for over a year, and she's been cheating on me with this dude right here, and she was not coming to the door at all, and all I want to do is just talk to this dude. So I'm honestly, I just wanted to talk, but at this point I'm just going to go to admin about it. She's been apparently cheating on me for months and just lying about it, and I've been hearing rumors about her being at Station 6. This guy's a firefighter. Same car I've seen at the fire station, and all I wanted to do was talk, but now I'm going to have to report it up, so.
Okay. Alright, is this his house or is this her house?
This is his house.
This is his house?
I'm assuming.
Okay. Alright. Well, because the thing is, dude, they called us and stuff like that. Well, they called.
I'm assuming, because they don't want us here.
Yeah, the sergeants and stuff like that. So me and Kevin are here, because they were knocking on the door and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. So we came here to figure out what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've been with her for over a year. Apparently, she's been with this dude for like 4 months, close to 4 months. That she's been with this guy. He's cheating on me, lying to me about it. So I just figured all this stuff out now, and that's why I'm here. I'm just trying to talk to him.
Okay. And so how did you figure it out?
So essentially, about 4 or 5 months ago, right? Like how I said that 4-month gap.
Mm-hmm.
We were having some issues, and I had her location because I had an Apple AirTag in her gym bag. And this address popped up, and she'd been staying here for like weeks on end,
right?
And she'd been staying here for weeks on end, and I basically she would just be telling me that she was at her grandma's or her. So apparently. She'd been saying that she was at her grandma's and stuff, and I just didn't know. I didn't think anything of it, and I never told her anything about this address because she didn't want to know where. She just doesn't like me being nosy, I guess, or I'm assuming. But she had been living with me too, so she would be like, "Oh, well, I'm going to my grandma's." And this location will pop up with her Apple AirTag, and she'd come back and she'd stay with me, and she'd be staying with me for weeks. And so there'd be rumors like, she's talking to a firefighter, and I'm like, no, she's not. And I'm just so lost in my head right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Right. Did she know anything about the AirTag?
Yeah, she did. She found it later.
But did she know that you had put it in her bag?
Yeah.
Before she found it?
Oh, no.
Okay. Alright.
But that was months ago. She found it. We just had our little dispute over it, and I never mentioned anything about this address. So.
And then tonight you decided to come over here and check for yourself, or?
Well, yeah, because I tied two together because the Hyundai Sonata.
Mm-hmm.
And I was told like 2 months ago that she was seen with another dude in this Hyundai Sonata, and I'd asked her, she denied it. And then she would go, and because it was at the department, like everyone talks, right? Mm-hmm. So she would go up to them and be like, "Hey, you didn't see me in that car, like what's the matter if you don't get in my business?" Stuff like that. And I just tied two together. And here's her unit, here's his car. We're supposed to be in a relationship. She's obviously sleeping with him. So I just wanted to talk to him. I never thought about getting like physical or anything like that. I just legitimately wanted to talk to him and figure out how long she'd been playing me for.
Okay. All right. Well, probably ain't gonna let you talk to him.
Yeah, so, I know that.
We probably ain't gonna let you do that.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm not even tripping over that. I just want the truth, you know?
Right.
That's all I wanted. I just wanted the truth.
Okay. All right. Sit tight for me real quick. Let me go find out some shit here, okay?
Appreciate it.
Next, he's going to go talk to the ex-girlfriend.
Did you know anything about an air tag?
Yes.
Okay.
He did. I ended up finding out.
Yeah, I did ask him, like, did she know you put an air tag, or did she find it?
Found it.
And he did. He admitted that.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was, because we had went on vacation, and I was sitting there, and I was like, why the heck does my phone keep saying, like, it's trying to connect to something? Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what that was, because I've never had an air tag. Well, then he started, like, pinging it, like, as if it was a headphone, and I was like, what? We found it. Like, he literally had... I still have it. It's on my gym bag, and it's slit, and it was placed in there. And I was like, what the hell?
Do you feel like he's stalking you?
It's one of the... I know it's a yes or no. I didn't up till this point.
Okay, you didn't up until this point when he actually showed up here.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Troy. I know I asked you questions before and stuff like that, but before asking any more questions, all right, we're just going to do the Miranda rights, all right? Yeah. All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questions and have him present while being questioned, okay? If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, will be appointed to represent you at no expense. Do you understand your rights?
I do.
All right, understanding your rights, so you're still willing to talk?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so when I first arrived, all right, I was going to do a quick synopsis. When I first arrived, I noticed you right here at the front door. And then when we were called, we did hear the knocking in the background. Okay, well, that knock in the background, was that you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when I spoke with you, you stated that been in a romantic relationship. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that you had discovered that she had been cheating on you. Mm-hmm. Okay. At one point of your statement, you had told me that you had put an air tag in her gym bag.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. When was that you
this
put it in
was
her
like
bag?
December.
So you put the tag in her bag in December. Mm-hmm. Do you have like an approximate date, or you just know like beginning, middle?
She went on vacation to Florida, and before that, like a week before that, that's probably when I did it.
Okay.
So about a week before that.
Okay. Do you know about when she possibly discovered it?
The day of that she was leaving to Florida, she confronted me about it when she got to Albuquerque.
Okay. All right. So after that incident, was there any other incidences of you possibly like following her or showing up to places where she's at without her knowledge?
No.
And so how did you discover that this is his vehicle?
So, like I said before, I discovered this address through one of the days on the AirTag.
Okay.
She was like saying she was going to the gym, went to the gym, and she would, because she was living with me, and then she said she wasn't, that she was going to go stay at her grandma's, and this is apparently where her grandma was or is. So that's why, like, I've known of this address. Like, I've always known of this address. So, like, I always just thought this was, like, her grandma's address. Like, I never, like, ran to see who the owner was of any vehicle or anything like that. Like, I always just believed her, and I thought it was her grandma's. So when she said she would go to her grandma's, I knew she was here. As far as like following her and stuff, I've never done any of that. Never followed her any sort. There was an instance where where there was like because she drives a red Jeep. There was a red Jeep driving down like one of the streets, like while I was on patrol, and I was like, because at the time she said that she was like in Albuquerque or something for a doctor's appointment, and I just saw that red Jeep. I was like, it can't be. So I ran it wasn't her, and then I told her about it. I was like, hey, by the way, like I thought that was you, and I ran it, and it wasn't. I was just being paranoid, and she was like, and she got on to me and got all mad and upset. So she's already like held that grudge against me, thinking that I'm trying to like follow cars thinking it's her, but that was like that only instance. As far as anything else.
Okay. So what provoked you to come over here tonight?
So I had learned from another officer about a day or two ago while I was on shift that was at Station 6 with her red Jeep, and there was a male inside of her doorway. And obviously still currently dating, I was like, what the fuck? And after learning that, like, I called her, I confronted her about it. She was just very, very, like, super defensive, saying that she was gonna, like, go to admin if, like, I tried to, like, cause anything, and, like, to keep our relationship, like, a secret. And I was just so overwhelmed with emotion, like, I didn't know, like, I didn't want to believe it. And then backtrack, about 5 months ago, Speights had told me that was seen in a white Hyundai Sonata, driving down the street on their day off, and I was like, nah, that can't be her. And then I confronted her about it, and she was like, no, I was at a chiropractor, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she confronted Speights about it. It was like, oh, keep my name out of your mouth, like, that's not me. And then fast tracked it here. She's seen at Station 6. There's a white Hyundai Sonata that I saw at Station 6 when I drove by it.
And when did you drive by Station 6?
This was like the day of him telling me that.
No, it was 5 months ago?
No, the day, the officer told me that she was seen at Station 6. This was like 2 days ago that she was seen at Station 6.
Okay, so you drove by Station 6 to see if that car was there.
Yeah, there's a white, well, I wasn't necessarily looking for that specific vehicle. I was just seeing if she was there.
Okay.
And then while I was driving by, I noticed there was a white Hyundai Sonata. I was like, that's just weird. I mean, but there's a lot, so I didn't know if it was that one for sure. And then it was today. We were talking because we've been having a lot of problems with our relationship because she's got a lot going on. Apparently, is what she's been saying, and we've just been going through a lot and just arguing, trying to talk things through. And I needed someone to talk to, and she said she was going to talk to me in the morning. I was like, okay, cool. Said I love you, good night. And I was just curious. I was like, I wonder if she's home, like she says she is. So I drove by here and I saw that white Hyundai Sonata. I'm like, but I've always thought this was her grandma's house, so I'm like, okay. And it just, I guess it all came together.
Yeah. Do you think it was wise knocking on the door though at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Like, I was just so overwhelmed with emotion that I just wanted to know the truth, right? Like, I didn't want to, like, be physical or anything of the sort. I just wanted to have a conversation with whoever this firefighter dude is. That's it. Because I just want to know the truth. I deserve to know the truth. Especially if I've been with this chick for over a year and she's been doing this to me for months. Like, that's not fair to me. And I just want to know the truth. I know it probably wasn't right, but I was just so overwhelmed with emotion. And I would just want to know the truth. Like, I'm calm and collective. I'm not trying to cause any problems. I'm not breaking it. I'm not tampering with their vehicles. I'm not doing any of the extracurricular. I just literally, I was just saying at the door because I know she's here. She said it's her grandma's. I mean, why wouldn't she? She's done this to me before, where she is at my door at 1, 2 in the morning because of smaller problems. So I just wanted to talk to him if possible, and that's why I was at the door, because I just thought this was her grandma's. I don't know whose address it is, so I don't know why they would have a problem with me just talking to her. I just wanted to be mad about it. That was it.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to cause any problems.
Alright, so you realize how big of a thing this is, right? Okay. I'm not gonna beat around the bush with you. Okay, I'm gonna be straight up with you. Alright, with the incidents that's going on, dude, this is matching the elements of stalking, bro.
Okay, so let's take a look and see. In New Mexico, stalking is defined as intentionally and repeatedly following, harassing, or threatening another person, causing them to fear for their safety or the safety of a third person. Some of the key aspects of New Mexico stalking laws. Definition: stalking involves a pattern of conduct that would cause a reasonable person to fear for their safety or the safety of their immediate family. So based off of what we saw on the camera, I don't think that the elements were there for stalking. Not at all. In fact, I believe most of us have been in this situation where you've perhaps been cheated on and you do a little investigative work. And I guess all that shows to me is that he might be a good cop. He might actually know how to do some investigation. But that's just me. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think he should have been arrested for with these charges. Looking at the totality of circumstances, it appears to me that he's a young kid and he got his heart broken. His ex-girlfriend was cheating on him apparently with a firefighter from the same town. I can only imagine that most of us have been in a similar situation where we've dealt with somebody like that and we've done our own little investigation and we're just trying to get some closure and get to the bottom of everything. And, perhaps he shouldn't have went over there in the middle of the night and knocked on the door. But I don't think that his conduct went to the level of being a criminal act. But that's just my opinion.
I'm not stalking. I've never stalked. Like, I've never had the intent to...
But check this out. Putting an air tag in her bag without her knowledge, okay, that is monitoring a person's movements, which is an element for stalking, okay? Showing up to this house, okay, unannounced, okay, seeing that a vehicle that belonged to a guy that she possibly was talking to, seeing her unit here, okay, and then you knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell for 20 minutes, also is you showing up physically to a place where she is at that you were uninvited to.
Well, I didn't know I was uninvited.
Okay. Well, did she say come over here?
No, she didn't say it.
Okay.
But she didn't not say that I can't be here.
Yeah, but did she say, hey, come over here at this time of night?
No.
Okay. All right. So now we have multiple instances, and then also you driving by Station 6 to see if her vehicle is there. Okay. Another attempt to monitor. All right. So those are all fall into the elements of stalking. Okay. And it happening more than one time. Okay. Alright, that's where we're at. And then also showing up to these people's house, ringing the doorbell for 20 minutes, and like she wants to press charges against you, like the homeowner. Okay. Spent a lot of time on the phone while I was in there, talking to Lieutenant, talking to the DAs, everything else like that, man, because we got to make sure we are doing our due diligence in all of it. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so, as of right now, okay, with the statements I've got from in there and the statements I've gotten from you, okay, you are going to be placed under arrest for stalking and criminal trespass. Okay. This is not an easy thing for me to do. This is something that I don't want to do. Okay.
So criminal trespass and what?
Criminal trespass and stalking. Okay.
Is there any of it against a household member?
No, stalking and criminal trespass is not against a household member.
Am I able to get just an arrest site?
No, this is not an arrest. This is not an arrest site. Okay. So what's going to happen is we're going to take you to the PD. All right. We're going to go with Officer Jimenez. Now, my question is, do you live with anybody? Or you live alone?
I live alone.
You live alone? Okay. We'll figure that out here in a little bit on how, because you are going to be placed on admin leave also.
Can I call my mom real quick?
Yeah, we can let you do that.
You have your gun on your view, bro? No, I just have my rifle. Just chill out right here for I'm not gonna run. I know. I'm not gonna do it. Hey, Mom. That's the back. I caught essentially like she called the cops on me and they got statements from her and me and I guess they're saying that they have elements of stalking, so they're arrested. Yeah, they're arrested for stalking and stuff like that. Well, I came and tried to knock on the door to confront the dude, and I just wanted to do it peacefully, but she's pressing the issue, so I guess I'm gonna have to deal with it. I don't think you can do anything right now because I'm probably gonna be in there until the morning, and then I'll probably get like a arraignment of some sort. But I'm definitely gonna have to get an attorney. Obviously, most likely I don't know if they're gonna fire me or what, but I don't know. But I was overwhelmed with emotion. I shouldn't have come on here, but I just really wanted to talk to the dude. So that's nope. No, I was just knocking at the door for like 20 minutes. I didn't yell or anything like that. I guess because I've heard rumors to the department about her seeing a guy, and then so I was going by they said it was with a firefighter, and then an officer told me that it was Station 6. So I went by Station 6, and then there was an instance where I put an Apple AirTag in her backpack back in December, and that was before she went to Florida. And that's where I found this. That's where I originally found this address that she was at. I always thought it was just her grandma's house, so I didn't think anything of it. But it's actually just his house. So she's been cheating on me for at least like 5 months. Just straight. So.
We know because you were going somewhere. You're at Station 6.
It's on Sycamore, and
yeah, we've seen her car there.
you've seen her car there.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to get into it, but I'm just telling you because I guess they're saying that I met the elements of stalking, so they're gonna take me to jail. So yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen in terms of like my job and shit.
Like you're not gonna lose your job over that.
Well, hopefully not.
You didn't hit anybody. You didn't do anything.
Yeah, but it's stalking. Is what you're saying. That's a completely different sort of crime because it follows some sort of pattern. But
do I need to go get you? Can I get you?
no, I have to go to jail. I'm going to jail tonight.
Does she have
Forensic arrest.
does she have access? Does she have access to your place?
Yeah, she does.
Okay, all right. So what we'll do?
Well, she also has access to my house too. She has keys to my house.
Well, I'll get those.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get those. So what we can do then? We can get your mom's phone number. Mm-hmm. Okay. That way, when Captain Sharp and them are ready to grab your ID card and stuff like that, they can meet up with your mom to get that.
Okay. And you think I'll get an arraignment in the morning? And
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully they arraign you because Friday's Good Friday. So,
all right, Mom. Just try to find a good lawyer, okay? Because I don't know how hard she's gonna want to fight me on it, but you know it's all bullshit. Especially if you've seen her car there. She's obviously been cheating on me for more than 6 months, and we've been together for over a year. So.
Same with him. She said that she has a key to his house still. So.
I don't think you can do anything right now because I'm probably going to be in there until the morning, and then I'll probably get like an arraignment of some sort. But I'm definitely going to have to get an attorney. Obviously, most likely I don't know if they're going to fire me or what, but I don't know. Well, I was overwhelmed with emotion. I shouldn't have come over here, but I just really wanted to talk to the dude. So,
Were you yelling, crying?
nope. No, I was just knocking at the door for like 20 minutes. I didn't yell or anything like that. Is as far as the stalking, like, is she the one pressing the charges? Mm-hmm. She said she did want to press charges. Okay. All right.
Yeah, this one's like classified as it's still kind of under the Family Violence Protection Act, but this is one of those ones that we need to ask them. Like,
it could fall like if I meet you online. Because I've never seen like stalking like on a household number. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It kind of falls under the Family Violence Protection Act, but it's kind of not.
You think I'm gonna lose my job?
That's not for me to determine.
But like, do you think?
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't lay no hands. I didn't try to fight.
So right now, you're only being charged. Okay, you're not being convicted.
Yeah, I know.
Or anything like that. Okay, but granted, yes, they are gonna put you on that. I'm gonna let you know right now. They're gonna put you on admin leave. Lieutenant Fry's already at the PD waiting on us. They're gonna put you on admin leave until they determine what they want to do.
Okay. So those are my keys.
All right. Okay.
I just have my wallet on my phone.
Okay, no, that's fine. So you said your rifles? You said your rifles in here?
Shouts out to Cop Watch TV for providing this footage here. So ultimately, he was charged with stalking as well as disorderly conduct. They never charged him with the trespassing. I also don't think that the elements were there for disorderly conduct. His last court appearance was in May of 2025, where he pled not guilty. So as I find things out with this case, I will be sure to let you guys know. And be sure to spread the word on this. Make sure you share this. And let me know what you think about this situation in the comment section.